Okay, today I will be making a short video on how much should I budget for my website. How much should I budget for my website? As someone who wants to create a website, who needs a website for his business, how much should you budget for your website? You see, this particular question is what a lot of my clients that have been getting face. They don't really know if what they pay at times is even expensive or is cheap. They don't even know if developers exploit them or not. I just want to give you this small secret as a web developer. You see, these days developers spend a lot to build your website. You may even think we gain too much, but we don't gain that much as you may be imagining. You have hosting platforms. What are hosting platforms? Hosting platforms are areas that host our website. Well, before I go to hosting platform, let me start first. For you to get a website, you need a domain name, you need hosting, you need an email, at least one, and then maintenance. What is a domain name? A domain name is simply the name of your business plus a dot extension that makes it to have a link online. For example, my business name is GraphicsMe. I now take it online to be graphicsme.com. That is my domain name. Your business name may be Starboys. You turn it to starboy.fr for it to be a domain name. Now, choosing a domain name is not something that you just choosing an extension for your domain name is not just something that you just do like that. For example, people used to say that .com, a domain name that ends with .com, is better than .rf and which other one do I know, and .cm. You know, I will tell you that amongst these three that I've just listed, based on your area, if you are a Cameroonian, .cm is the best. If you are a Cameroonian and you want to run your website in Cameroon, .cm is the best. If you are a Cameroonian and your website is a foreign website that will be run worldwide, .com is the best. If you are a Francophone and you want to run your website on French areas, French environment, .fr is the best extension. Amongst these three, you have another one which is .org. This .org is an extension that is used by non-profit making organization or enterprises. You have like church websites, you have like a donation websites that are not out there to make money, they're not out there for business. You can have blogs that have this extension. All right, leaving extension, going to hosting. What do we mean by hosting really? You see, when you go online and you search for articles and you search for things on Google, you come on Google and you search, for example, maybe this website I'm in front of, or you search for this one. This is a client's website that I'm building already. Or you search for this one. The people that make this website available for you whenever you search for them are those who are responsible for what we call hosting. That is to say, they ensure that your website is always online at every moment that you want to get access to it. They ensure that. So they call them hosting providers, and they host in a manner or in a sense we call servers. Servers is give and ask and receive. So you ask and you receive a response. Without these servers, you cannot receive a response. There are a lot of different hosting platforms out there that host websites for people. But then I always recommend, if let's say you are a client and you are your developer to host your websites, I will always advise you to host your websites on platforms like GoDaddy. Yes, platforms like GoDaddy. I hope I'm not writing this wrong. GoDaddy, maybe it's one D. GoDaddy, Hostinger. You have It Host, and Namecheap. These are so far the 4 best platforms that I've ever used in hosting my websites. And when it comes to the ones that give code security and fast, you have Hostinger, GoDaddy, and Namecheap. Now, emailing. Every person who operates online will need to have a professional email or a private email. Google Gmail is not that professional or private because we all use the free section, not the premium section, and it is not every one out there that can avoid Google's premium Gmail section. But with these platforms, when you buy your domains, you can be eligible or entitled to 1 or 2 emails depending on your payment fee. So then this comes down now to the question I asked on here. Why did I bring this thing down? This comes down to that question I asked by the side here that I want to answer. Or not me asking, even my clients have been asking and I want to answer for them. The question of how much should I budget for a website? Well, a website does not have a particular price. It depends on the advantages you want. If you want a website with a single domain plus 1 year hosting and maintenance, plus 1 professional email, is equals to 60,000 francs. Oh, not 60 francs, 60,000 francs. And we deliver your website in 2 weeks. But then, if you want your website with, let me just copy paste this since I don't have much time to type. I don't want the video to be too long. If you want your website with a single domain name, 1 year hosting and maintenance, plus 2 professional emails, delivered still in 2 weeks, you pay the sum of 70,000 francs. If you want a website, 1 year hosting, 3 professional emails, we deliver in 3 weeks, you pay 80,000 francs. And finally, the most heavy one, or the heaviest of all, if you want a website with 2 domain names, 2 domains, 1 year hosting and maintenance, 4 professional emails, plus SEO is equals to 150,000 francs. I hope what 1 million, not 1 million, sorry, 150,000 francs, and we deliver this website in a month, in 1 month. 1 month. So that is just how it goes. Again, for any question or any doubts based on the short explanation I just made, you can inbox me on the contact, or you WhatsApp me on the contact that you see on the screen, or you just comment directly under the video. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching this video on YouTube.